Oh my gosh, this camera. Hello, Instagram. The time has come. Ooh, sorry, didn't realize my camera was so filthy. It's me, Drew. Let me type this thing in. Shael always tells me, Drew, type it before so you just copy and paste it. Yeah. What do? Never listen. I'm sorry, Shael. So sorry. And pin it. And we're in there. Hello, everybody. It's me, Drew. Okay. Hey, you two live. You're gonna get a little piece of Dejanay in there. She's a real cutie, though, so don't worry. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is my creative Vinyasa class. We're not gonna get too creative today. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna get as creative as we want. Just feel free, do what movements feel right to you within your own body. Yeah, we're gonna have fun today. I've been eating everything. Like, I ate Cheeto Puffs today. So we're just gonna take it slow. Just gonna take it slow. I ate granola. I ate an Oreo with peanut butter slathered on it. Bellissimo. But and then I ate this vegan brownie with blueberries.
And had a smoothie, 2 smoothies.
And had 2 smoothies. We're living it up. I don't know what I'm going through, but I'm going through it. Yeah, everyone. So welcome again. My name is Drew. We're gonna do some yoga today. Do what feels right to yourself. Yeah, we're trying to go with the flow. Make sure you have some water. I have a cup of water right there. It's not where it should be, but it's okay. I'm gonna start with this little passage from this book that I'm obsessed with. I stole it from my mom, and she was like, she saw the book in my hand when I was on FaceTime with her, and she was like, "Where'd you get that book?" And I was like, "The store." Nah, she knew I was lying because her tags are in it. But yeah, it's a great book. Just so you know, don't steal it from your mom either. Just buy it from the store. But here we go. Make sure you're nice and comfortable, seated on your mat. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And open mouth, side out. Just take a moment to arrive. Take another deep inhale. This time, pull your shoulders all the way up to your ears. And exhale, roll your shoulders down your back. Ultimately, if you protect yourself perfectly, you will never grow. All your habits and idiocracies will stay the same. Life becomes stagnant when people protect their stored issues. People say things like, you don't talk about that subject around your father. There are all these rules about things that are not supposed to happen outside because they could cause disturbances inside. Living like this allows very little spontaneous joy, enthusiasm, and excitement for life. Most people just go from day to day protecting themselves and making sure nothing goes too wrong. At the end of the day, when someone asks, "How was your day?" a normal person's response is, "Not too bad," or "I'll survive." What is that telling you about their view of life? They see life as a threat. A good day means you made it through without getting hurt. The longer you live like this, the more closed you become. And so I shared this passage not to scare anybody, but to just inform everybody on what happens when we become too comfortable or when we kind of don't question things enough, in my opinion. So I think if we want to grow, if we want to explore, we kind of have to expand out of what we feel is normal or what is comfortable for us. So with that in mind, I offer you guys to explore your body, explore your breath, explore your movement, and just take every moment as it happens and don't get too serious about anything because it's just yoga. It's a practice, not a perfect. So find a nice, comfortable seat on your mat. Place your hands wherever it feels comfortable. You can place them on the mat. You can place them on your body. Just take a moment. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Grow tall to the crown of your head. Maybe roll your shoulders back a little bit more. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And open mouth side out. Take another deep inhale through your nose. And open mouth side out. Now tilt your chin towards your chest. Let your head hang forward. Feel a length in the back of your neck, maybe down your spine. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, pull your chin closer towards your chest. And then slowly, slowly start to make big, giant circles with your head. Going in one direction, taking deep, deep inhales and exhales. And if you've gone one direction, go ahead and switch directions. And maybe start to add your back into it. Your spine. Maybe add your shoulders into it. Really open up your chest. And then switch directions again. And then once you've done that a few times, find a nice still center. Take another deep, deep inhale through your nose. Find length through the crown of your head. And exhale, release. Slowly blink your eyes open if they weren't before. Oh no, why did light go off? Oh, sorry, I don't know where you guys went, but I'm back. Here I am. Might take a minute for people to come back, but for those who are still here, we went from our seated position and we're rocking forward into our tabletop. Why are you doing that?
It's probably on low power mode.
Oh. Sorry, guys. Where's battery? Weird. Should I end it?
No. Go to your settings and lock screen.
Oh, and just put never go off. What is it again?
Screen lock privacy.
Oh wait, it's display. Okay. I think we're back. Damn, I was really getting into it.
And
Just take a moment. Find your seat again. Take a few inhales and exhales. And then again, start to make some circles with your whole body. Add your spine, add your shoulders, and then switch sides. Alrighty now find a nice neutral seat. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Grow tall through the crown of your head. Take a deep inhale. And open mouth side out. And when you're ready, rock on forward into a nice tabletop position. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrist, your hips are over your knees. And from here, I just want you to drop your belly, roll your shoulders back, almost pull your chest through your arms. Lift the crown of your head towards the sky, tilt your tailbone all the way up, take a deep inhale. Press into your fingertips as you pull your belly button in towards your spine. Lift your spine all the way towards the ceiling. Pull your chin in towards your chest. Tuck your pelvis in towards your face. Take a deep exhale. And inhale, roll your shoulders back. Lift the crown of your head. Drop your belly. Slow cat-cows. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, use your core to help pull your belly button in slowly as you can, vertebrae by vertebrae. Pull your spine all the way towards the sky and really pull your chin in towards your chest to get that extra little length. And inhale, pull your chest through your hands, and then use your hips and just pull your hips back towards your heels. Feel that pull right in the center of your back. You can stay here for an inhale and an exhale. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, drop your belly further, pull your chest more, lift the crown of your head. One more deep inhale. And exhale, pull your belly button in, press into your fingertips, press into your shoulders, lift out of your shoulders, pull your whole spine up towards the ceiling. Stay here for a deep exhale and stay for an inhale. And exhale, pull your belly button in towards your spine. Find a nice neutral tabletop position. Maybe do a few side to side. Really release that side body. Maybe do a couple rolls. Drop one shoulder, drop the other. Really get in tune with how your body feels, what your body needs. You might have to switch directions. If you're rolling in one direction, switch directions. How does that feel? Maybe sway your hips from side to side. Maybe start to circle your hips. Do what feels good. Sometimes you do a circle and you're like, ooh, I didn't even know I needed to stretch that. Ooh, knees crackling. I was skating today, so I definitely needed this. All right, and now find a nice neutral top position. Again, check your knees, make sure they're about hips width distance and your hips are over your knees. Look down at your hands and make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide, your shoulders are over your wrists. And then from here, I want you to lift all your right arm all the way up towards the sky. Feel that twist in your mid-back. And then exhale, sweep that right arm right under your left and rest your shoulder on the ground. Now move your right arm out a little bit so you can make like a 90 degree with your right arm. Take a deep inhale to prepare. And then press into that hand and help twist a little deeper. Take a deep inhale. And stay for the exhale and twist. Your hips might have shifted to the left a little bit. Just shift them back over to the right and try and square them. It'll help deepen your twist. Take another deep inhale. And stay for the exhale. Now I want you to lift your left leg up towards the sky. And you might feel a little wobbly. Use your core to help find stability. And then stretch that leg right out towards your right hand. It doesn't have to touch your right hand. You could just come as close as you want. And then rest it right on the ground. From here, I want you to tuck your back toes. And then I want you to press into your left hand, press yourself back towards your heels, and then stretch your right arm forward, stretch your left arm forward, come into a half child's pose. Okay, so press, there we go. Tuck these back toes. Tuck your back toes. And then press that left hand and then reach the right hand to meet the left.
Oh, okay.
There we go. After listening to yoga instructions for so long, I'm like, okay, boom, 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 done. And people are like, what? So sit here for a moment, take a deep inhale and exhale. Sink your hips back, reach your hands forward. Feel that opening up in the mid back, behind your shoulders, under your shoulder blades. Take one more deep inhale. And stay for the exhale. And slowly come forward into a tabletop position with that leg still out. Just stay here for a moment. I'm sure you can feel that stretch in your inner thigh and in your hips. Just square your chest towards the ground. Take a deep, deep inhale. And stay for the exhale. Maybe slightly tuck your pelvis in. Almost like you're engaging your lower abs. Take another deep inhale. And stay for the exhale. Now pull that leg back in and come to a regular tabletop. Ooh, you might have to do some hip rolls after that. Go one direction, go the other direction. Perfect. Now inhale, lift your left arm all the way up. And exhale, sweep your hand between, under your, your right hand. And now press into your right hand. To help you twist a little bit deeper, take a deep inhale. And twist, exhale. Your hips may have gone to the right a little bit. Just bring them back over to the left. Find that nice middle. Take another deep inhale. And exhale, press into that hand, twist a little bit deeper. And when you're ready, lift that right leg up towards the sky. And then bring it out to the side towards your left hand. And then set it down on the ground. And then tuck your back toes on your right foot. And then reach your right arm up towards the sky and press into your hand. And then bring your left hand to meet. From here, you're going to take a deep inhale. Then you're going to exhale, sink your hips down towards your heels. Take a few inhales and exhales here. Maybe flex your right toes up towards the sky to help intensify the stretch if you need it. Really press into that back foot, help open up that foot, open up that hip. Reach your arms up, take a big inhale. And sink your hips down towards your heels. Feel that pull right under your shoulder blades. Take one more deep inhale. And exhale. And slowly, when you're ready, come back up onto all fours. And then leave that foot out to the side. And then I want you to pull your belly button in towards your spine. Tuck your pelvis. You're going to reach that foot out towards the side. Take a big inhale. And stay for the exhale. Take another deep inhale. And stay for the exhale. And slowly, when you're ready, pull that knee back in. And then again, maybe do some hip circles. Ooh. Go in one direction, go in the opposite direction. And then from here, once again, check your hands. Make sure your hands are about shoulder width distance. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Tuck your back toes Take a big inhale to prepare. Exhale, engage your core to help lift your hips. Come into your first downward facing dog of the day. It's your first one, so pedal your legs out. Left and right. That backward skating is really helping. Take a few more deep inhales and exhales. Inhale, come all the way up onto your tippy toes. Stretch out your toes and maybe slightly bend your knees, and then exhale. Press your heels towards the ground. Press your chest towards your thighs. Lengthen behind your shoulders. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, open your mouth wide, sigh it out. Now look up towards the top of your mat. Slowly walk your feet up towards the top of the mat. Once you get to the top of your mat, measure out 2 fists, so it's about hips width distance. From here, I want you to inhale, halfway lift, find length in your spine. Really pull your belly button in towards your spine and lengthen through the crown of your head. Put a slight bend in your knees. Take another deep inhale. And exhale, fold forward over your thighs. Bend your knees so much that you can rest your stomach on your thighs. And then just hang forward. Maybe grab opposite elbows, sway from side to side. Really feel that lengthen in your spine. Take big inhales. Find length. And as you exhale, fold forward. Bring the weight into your toes so you can feel the stretch more in the back of your legs. Make sure your head and neck is nice and loose. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then slowly release your hands all the way to the ground. And then very slowly bend your knees. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Roll all the way up vertebrae by vertebrae. Move as slow as you can. Slowly feel the blood start to rush all the way down. Once you get to the top, keep a slight bend in your knees. If you walk your knees sometimes, you will literally pass out. Inhale, pull your shoulders all the way up to your ears, and exhale, roll your shoulders down your spine. Take another deep inhale, pull your shoulders all the way up to your ears, and exhale, roll them down your spine. Maybe roll your neck out again. We're really focusing on the neck today, so at any time if you feel like you need to roll it, just roll it. And then from here, heel toe your feet in so that your toes are touching and your heels are slightly apart. From here, we're going to inhale our arms all the way up. Pull your pinkies in toward each other. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Pull your lower ribs in by pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Pull your lower belly in by tucking your pelvis and engaging your glutes. Take another deep inhale. And exhale, swan dive forward with a slight bend into your knees. And inhale, halfway lift, press your hands into your shin. Find length in your spine. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Engage your core to help lengthen. Lengthen through your lower back. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Roll your shoulders all the way down your spine and back. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, fold forward. From here again, put that deep bend into your knees and slowly tuck your chin in towards your chest. Roll all the way up vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your time, move as slowly. Don't move quickly, unless you want to. Do what you want. I don't suggest moving quickly. And then once you get to the top, lift your arms all the way up to the top. And exhale, pull your hands into heart center. Inhale your arms all the way up. And exhale, put a slight bend in your knees and swan dive forward. Find length in your spine as you fold forward. Bring your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, press your hands into your shins. Find that length. Take that deep inhale. Bring the weight into your toes to help lengthen out the back of your legs, lengthen out your lower back. Pull that belly button in. Use your core to find more length. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, roll your shoulders down your back. Grow one more inch. Inhale to prepare. And exhale, fold forward. Use that length to really fold as far as you can. From there again, put that slight bend in your knees. Roll all the way up vertebrae by vertebrae. Once you get all the way to the top, lift your arms all the way up and over. Pull your pinkies in toward each other. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Pull your belly button in. Grow 1 inch taller. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, swan dive forward. Use that length. Fold forward. Press your hands into your shins. Inhale, find length. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. And exhale, place your palms on the ground. Step your left foot back, step your right foot back. Come into a plank position. From here, you're going to drop your knees all the way to the ground and slowly lower all the way down. From here, you're going to press your toes into the top of your mat. I don't know why that word was so hard. Keep your hands exactly where they are. Roll your shoulders all the way down. Pull your elbows in toward each other. Press your toes into the ground. Press your hips into the ground. And then inhale, lift your chest all the way up. Fine. Use that length to help you get higher. Take an inhale. And exhale, release down. One more time. Press your toes into the ground. Press your hips into the ground. Pull your shoulders back. Pull your elbows in towards your ribs. Inhale, find length. And exhale, slowly lower all the way down. This time we're going to slide our hands back a little bit so that our elbows are over our wrists. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Roll your shoulders back. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. And then press your hands into the ground and lift your hips off the ground. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, sink your hips closer to the ground. Maybe do a little twist, gentle twist from side to side to help release your lower back if you feel like you need it. And then from here, I want you to tuck your toes, engage your core to help protect your low back, and slowly lift your hips back into downward facing dog. From here, I want you to look up at the top of your mat. Take your right leg, pull it in towards your chest. And then shift forward, step your right foot in between your hands. Keep your back knee up, but really roll onto the ball of your toes so you're like stretching your whole foot. Your heel should be over your toes. When you're ready, take a deep inhale, lift all the way up into warrior one position. Make sure your knee is over your ankle, making sure you're sinking your hips nice and low. Take a deep inhale, find length. And stay for the exhale. Take another deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. Drop your back knee. And then heel toe your right foot to the corner of your mat. Keep your hands where they are. Untuck your back toes. And then just kind of like, I don't know what this is called. They call it floss your hips. Floss your hips. We'll call it flossing our hips. And just go back and forth. Ooh, sometimes you might want to do like a little circle thing. Ooh, that feels kind of nice. Be gentle though. Be very gentle. A lot of people get really wild and they like crave sensations. And they're like, oh, fuck, I fucked up my body. Just chill. Just be gentle. Nice inhales and exhales. And then when you're ready, straighten this right leg. And you might have, once you straighten your right leg, it might be like, whoa, back up. And that's okay. Just back up. Flex your toes up towards the sky. And you really want to press your chest closer towards the ground, and you'll really start to feel that back leg fire up. And that is called alignment, my friend. Take a deep inhale and just sit with this alignment for a minute. And your mind might be like, don't sit with this alignment. Don't sit with this alignment, but just do it. So many times our body's like, don't do new shit, because it doesn't like it. But we just sit with it for a little bit. We're like, hey, this alignment isn't too bad. Maybe relax your face. Take another deep inhale. Hold that inhale at the top. Feel that tension start to build in the back of your leg. One more moment. And then exhale. Feel that subtle release. Slowly rebend back into that right leg. Heel toe your foot back into center and place your right hand on the opposite side. I really want you to press into your hands, tuck your back toes, lift your hips, lift your knee off the ground, and bring your right foot back to meet your left. From here, I want you to take a deep inhale and exhale. Sit into this downward facing dog. Observe your right and your left leg. One's going to feel real different. Maybe one heel is almost touching the ground and one is just not even close. Take a deep inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, look towards the top of your mat. Pull your right knee in towards your chest and then step your foot in between your hands. Keep your back foot where it is, but I want you to press your heel up so that your heels align right over your toes. Look down at your knee. What is that? Make sure your knee is over your ankle. And then I want you to inhale all the way up into your crescent pose. Sit low in your hips. Really stretch out that right hip flexor. Lift that back thigh up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Sit a little bit lower. Engage that belly, find length. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, bring both hands to the inside of your left leg. You can keep your back knee up, or you could drop it down to the ground and then floss your hips again. I used to not like the word floss your hips, but the more I say it, the more I like it. Flossing my hips. Someone said lubricating my hips, and that did not sit right with me at all. I was like, I don't know about that one.
Right, that one sounds a little
I don't know what that's insinuating. And then once you feel like your hips are flossed enough, just straighten that left leg. Maybe flex those toes up towards the sky. Ooh, my aunt is making jerk chicken and the aromas are just making their way up here. All right, flex those toes up. And again, if your leg is telling you to back it up, back it up, back it up. And then again, pull your belly towards the ground or engage your core is also a good way to turn on that back thigh. And you'll know when it's on. It'll feel different. And while you're there, just hang out there for a little bit. What I mean by alignment is say for instance, a straw. Like when a straw is nice and straight, it flows perfectly. It flows easy. It's super quick. But if you have a crazy straw, it kind of takes a little bit more effort for everything to get through. So what I mean by alignment is when you find those straighter lines, the transfer of energy becomes more easy. So think of lines when you want to think of how this works. So the easier you find lines, the easier it is to breathe. Deep exhale, press your chest closer towards your thighs. Take another deep inhale. Flex your toes up towards the sky. Maybe release some tension in your shoulders and your face. And then slowly rebend into that left leg. Heel toe that left foot back into center and frame that foot. Place both hands into your mat nice and firm. Tuck your back toes and step your left foot back to meet your right, but come into a plank position. From here, you can exhale, come down just halfway, and then inhale up into our upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, press into the tops of your feet, and then drop your hips down towards the ground. Take a deep inhale, roll your shoulders back, and tuck your toes. Exhale, use your core to protect your lower back and lift your hips all the way up towards the sky. Now I want you to take a deep, deep inhale, look towards the top of your mat, and then exhale, pull that right knee all the way in, step your foot in between your mat. Now seal your back heel to the ground. You want to really press into that knife edge of your back foot. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. And then some people have flat foot. I don't know if this means anything, but lift your ankle. Sometimes your ankle is just sagging in the front. You lift your ankle by pressing into the knife edge, the corner, the pinky toe, the big toe, and pressing into the heel. And then inhale, lift all the way up into warrior one position. The goal is to square your chest towards the front, so you may need to bring in your back foot a little bit, and that's okay. Do what you need. Take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, I want you to turn your chest so it's parallel to your front thigh. No, stay right where you were, yeah. Turn your chest so it's, so you're facing the front of your mat. Press into that knife edge, take another deep inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to your lower back and clasp your fingers. Roll your shoulders back, take a deep inhale, look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, fold forward, bring your chest towards your front thigh, and then rest your shoulder on your knee. Drop your head down toward your shin and reach your arms all the way up and over. You still want to press into that back foot and then pull that right hip back. Your thigh might start shaking a little more, that you're really activating it. Take another deep inhale. And stay for the exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way back up into your warrior one position. And then bring your hands back down to the ground. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Come into your downward facing dog. And pedal that out. Like I said, we're going to take it easy, or we're really not taking it that easy. And then, we won't do too much more. All right. Pull this left leg in towards your chest and then step it right through between your hands. Seal that back heel to the ground. Really press into that knife edge of your foot. Make sure your knee is over your ankle and then lift that ankle. I don't know what it means, but one day your ankle's going to lift and you're going to be like, oh, that's what you meant. And then from here, we're going to inhale all the way up into our warrior one position. Warrior one position. One day your whole chest is going to be square. Your hips are going to be square. Everything's going to be super square. It's not today, but it's okay. Take a deep inhale. Press into the knife edge of that back foot. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. Make sure you're pressing into all four corners of that front foot. Sometimes all of our weight is in our toes, but distribute it, y'all, and it feels a lot better. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Clasp your hands at your lower back. Roll your shoulders back. Open up your chest. Maybe put a slight bend in your elbows to help open up your chest a little bit more. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Fold forward. Bring your chest down towards your thigh. Rest your shoulder on your knee. And then drop your head down towards your shin. Make sure you're pressing into that knife edge of your right foot and then pull that left hip back so it falls right under you. Release your arms forward. Take a deep, deep inhale and stay for the exhale. One more deep inhale and stay for the exhale. Inhale, slowly rise all the way up back into your warrior one position. And then bring both hands down to the ground. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Come into a plank position. You can flow through your vinyasa. Exhale, coming halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Ooh, stay in upward facing dog for a second. Ooh, open that chest. And tuck your toes, use your core, lift your hips back into downward facing dog. From here, we're going to drop our knees down to the ground. You can bring them out wide if you're trying to get into your hips, or you can bring them in close if you want to get into your lower back. Open up your spine. And then sink your hips down towards your heels. Reach your hands all the way up towards the top, and then rest your forehead right down on your mat. You can roll out your forehead from side to side. Take a water break. Do what you need. How's everybody feeling so far? Wonderful? I thought so. Take a few more deep inhales and exhales. As you inhale, find length in your spine, and as you exhale, sink your hips closer towards your heels. Take another deep, deep inhale. And exhale. In your downward facing dog, wherever you are, take a deep inhale. And hold your inhale at the top. Hold your inhale for as long as you can. And as you hold that inhale, start to feel the tension in your back. Start to open up your spine. Feel your shoulders start to open. Feel your spine start to lengthen. And then exhale whenever you need to. And just sit there for a moment with that openness. Do it one more time. Take a big, big inhale, the biggest inhale that you can. And once you get all the way to the top, just hold it for a minute and observe how that feels. And when you can't hold it any longer, let it go. And then when you're ready, slowly come back up into your tabletop position. Maybe do a few cat-cows. You can also do side-to-side cat-cows, which should be called like fish. There's already something called fish pose. I don't know. We'll make up something. Mm-hmm. And then from here, tuck your toes, lift your hips, press into your fingertips, come into your downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. And open your mouth, make some noise. Ooh, didn't that feel good? Let's do it one more time. Take another deep inhale. And yes. I'll go. Come back up onto your tippy toes. Really stretch your heels out. Bend your knees. Ooh, open your feet and then exhale. Release your heels back down to the ground. Press your chest closer to your thighs. Inhale, look all the way up towards the top of your mat. Walk your feet up to the top of your mat. When you get to the top, press your hands into your shins. Make sure your toes are together with your heels slightly apart. Slight bend in your knees. Press into your hands. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Take a deep inhale. Find that length in your spine. And then exhale, fold forward. Bring your chest to your thighs, no matter how much you have to bend your knees. And then from here, I want you to use your core, hinge from your hips, lift all the way up with a nice long straight spine. Lift your arms all the way up and over. And exhale, pull your hands in towards your heart. Take a moment to stand here. Press your thumbs into your heart, feel your heart beating. Just take a moment to observe. Is it fast? Is it slow? How's your breathing? Is it fast? Is it slow? And when you're ready, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky for a deep inhale. And exhale, slight bend in your knees, fold forward. Place your hands on the mat, spread your fingers nice and wide, step your right foot back. Step your left foot back, come into a nice downward facing dog. From here, I want you to take a deep inhale, pull your right knee in towards your chest, and step your foot in between your hands. Seal your back heel to the ground, and we're going to inhale, come all the way up for warrior two position. In warrior two, you want to make sure your knee is over your ankle. You're pressing into the knife edge of your back foot. Your arms are stretched out as wide as you can, and then pull your shoulders in toward each other. Flip your palm up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. And I want you to reach forward first as much as you can, and then start to reach all the way up and go back. Take a deep inhale here. Find a little more length. And then exhale, reach all the way up. Maybe bend a little bit more into your front knee. One more inhale, find a little more length. And then exhale, reach all the way up and over. And then start to reach forward as much as you can. And then bring your elbow to your knee or your hand down to the ground. Stretch your left arm all the way up towards the sky. You want to be reaching up more with your hand than you are resting on your hand that's on the ground. So really use your core to help lift. Take a deep inhale. And stay for the exhale. And then slowly start to straighten your right leg. Bring both hands to either side of your right foot and then spin onto your back toes. Find a nice long lunge. You can even press your back heel towards the ground. Try and square your hips. It may not be happening today, but all I said was try. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly walk your hands towards the center of your mat. Spin onto your heels. Let your feet become parallel to each other. And then from here, I want you to point your toes in toward each other. And then bring the weight into the balls of your toes. Walk your hands forward until you feel like your shoulders are over your wrists. From here, I want you to place your left hand into the center and then reach your right arm all the way. And reach your right arm up. Your hips are going to go to the right. My speech, I was like, take a deep inhale. And then exhale, bring those hips back to center. And what's going to happen is you're going to lose some of your twist in your arm, but that's okay. It's more important to lose the twist in your shoulder than to not be aligned. Again, alignment. Take another deep inhale. And then stay. For the exhale, maybe twist a little bit more. Stay here for 3 more breaths. You can move as slowly or as quickly as you like. This stretch will become intense and you'll be irritated and maybe you'll just breathe and stay and be gentle and make space for something new. Take your last deep inhale and stay for the exhale. Slowly release back to center. Swap out your hands. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Ooh, opposite side. Again, if those hips went over to the left, bring them back to the middle. Take a deep, deep inhale. And then just sit with the discomfort for just a moment. It won't last too long. Take 3 more breaths on your own. Really try and keep that length. Use your core to help find that twist. And then just open your shoulders. Also use your breath to create space. With every deep inhale, and then slowly, when you're ready, release back to center. You drop your elbows to the ground, help release your back. Relax your neck, shake your head, shake your head no. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to your hips, put a slight bend in your knee, and use your core and your back muscles to help lift all the way up. Come back into your warrior 2 position, and then circle sweep your hands back down to the ground. From here, bring your right foot back to meet your left. You can flow through a vinyasa, or you can just stay here in downward facing dog for just a few moments. For those of us who stayed in downward facing dog, just take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Now look up towards the top of your mat. Step your left foot in between your hands, and then seal your back heel to the ground. Make sure you're pressing into the knife edge of your back foot, and inhale all the way up into your warrior 2 position. Again, in your warrior 2 position, make sure your knee is over your ankle. Pull your belly button, find that length. Stretch your arms all the way out, and then pull your shoulder blades back in. Take a deep inhale here. And stay for the exhale, maybe sink a little deeper. Flip your palm toward the sky, take a deep inhale, and then reach forward as much as you can, and then start to come all the way back. Feel that length, feel your left side body start to open all the way up. Take a deep inhale, and exhale. Make sure you're still bending into that front knee. Take a deep inhale. Find length, and exhale. Ooh, I love it over here. And then slowly reach all the way forward and either bring your elbow to your knee or bring your hand all the way to the ground. From here, you want to reach all the way up. Feel that twist, feel that length. You want to reach up more so than you want to be touching the ground. Take a deep inhale here. And stay for the exhale. And then when you're ready, straighten your left leg. Bring both hands to either side of your right foot. Spin onto your back toes and feel this length. Try and square your hips, which might mean you sacrifice your back thigh. And that's okay. Just try and find those lines and find that breath. If you're upset, if you're angry with me or with anybody else, just try and let it go. That's all we can do right now. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, surrender. Slowly, when you're ready, heel toe your feet, walk your hands back to center, come into a nice wide-legged fold. From here again, face your toes in toward each other, and then walk your hands towards your feet, so that your ankles are in alignment with your wrist, and then bend your elbows and pull your chest closer to your thighs. Feel a nice looseness. Sway from side to side. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Release. Yeah, you can even grab onto your elbows. You can even clasp your fingers and then rest your hands right behind your neck to help find a little more length. There we go. Do a few sways from side to side. Big inhales and exhales. Make sure the weight is in the balls of your feet to help release your back of your thighs. Take a deep, deep inhale. And stay for the exhale. Slowly release your hands back to the ground. Lift yourself up. Come back into your warrior two. From here, you're going to circle sweep your hands back to the ground. Come into your downward facing dog. We're going to flow through our very, very last vinyasa. So let's make it nice and juicy. Come onto your tippy toes. Pull your belly button and roll all the way forward into your plank position. From here, we're going to come down halfway and we're going to pull our shoulders back, lift our chest all the way, pull our chest through our arms. You can keep your back toes tucked or you can untuck your back toes, press into the tops of your feet. Take one more big inhale, pull your chest. And as you exhale, engage your lower belly, send your hips all the way up to the sky, coming to your downward facing dog. And from here, I want you to take your right foot, lift it all the way up to the sky, and bend your knee to open up your hips. Send that right heel towards the ground. And then look up towards the top of your mat. Bring your right ankle to your left wrist. Then relax your leg down to the ground.
My ankle doesn't go to my wrist.
It's okay if your ankle doesn't go to your right wrist, then just tuck it. Just tuck that little baby there. And for you, I offer you this pillow, this whole blanket. We're just gonna stuff it right under there, so you can rest that on there. Take off some of that tension, and just sit here for a moment. We're gonna walk our hands back as much as we can to help find length in our back. Bring your hips towards the ground. Lift out of your lower back. And then as you exhale slowly, if you're able to, if up is where you are today, stay up. If you want to come forward, see what that's like, try it out. This is your practice, so you do what you want, really. I'm just here to offer suggestions. And then while you're hanging out here, just think about how new this feels. There's a space that feels something new. And that might feel uncomfortable, but really discomfort is just introduction to something new. And use your breath to find space. Use your breath to find space. And slowly, when you're ready, walk your hands back towards your hips. Lift up. Release that right leg.
Oh, you're live in it.
Oh. Let's see. Okay.
You download it?
Yeah, I'm trying to download it. It's taking forever.
You can always go back and change it.
Yeah. Okay, coming up from this side, we're going to come back into our downward facing dog. If you need to open up that right hip again, you can. Maybe make some little circles, one direction, other direction. You know, whatever feels right. Then we're going to go into the other side. So lift that left leg all the way up. Ooh, you heard that? And then open it up. Ooh, I can feel it. Ooh, it wants to crack so bad. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, pull that left ankle to that right wrist. Ish. And then untuck those back toes. Settle into that hip. One side is always going to be tighter than the other. But like on this side, my left ankle does not make it to my right wrist. And it's okay. Just find a little length in your spine. Maybe check your back leg. Make sure it's nice and straight behind you. Sometimes it's like to the side. Take a deep inhale here. Find length and lift out of your lower back. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly start to fold forward over that thigh. Oh, Lord. This is the side for me. Just take a few inhales and exhales. And just take a moment to listen to what your body and your mind is telling you. I think it's important to observe our thoughts and our emotions, because the more we observe them, the more that we can realize that they're not actually us. They're just another thing that we're witnessing. Like people on the street or interactions you have. They're literally just the same as that. We'll sit here for a moment. You just listen to them and realize that they're not in charge, really. They might be like, get the fuck out of this pose right now. And you're just like, nah. I'm gonna sit here for another moment. And then slowly, when you're ready, come out of the pose. Ooh. And you can pop up into downward facing dog and open up this hip if you want, or you could just meet us down on a seat, because that's where we're heading next. We're done with the standing, with the hands and the feet and all of that. We're done. Come forward when you're ready. Sit onto your hippies. Flex your toes up towards the sky. Roll onto your sit bones. Take a moment here, find some length, and then just do some nice gentle twists. That was nice. And then from here, flex your toes up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. And then hinge from your hips. Find length in your lower back and slowly start to fold forward. Try and bring your belly to your thighs. And just fold. Take a deep inhale. And stay for the exhale. Maybe use your hands wherever they are, whether they're on your wrist, your ankles, your feet, and just pull gently. close the door. I'll be done in a moment. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale. And then from here, slowly release. Come all the way up. Ooh, maybe wiggle it out a little bit. And then bring your right foot in towards your inner thigh. And like for this stretch, it really just depends on like what you want. For some people, they want to do a forward thing, helps get into the hip. For some people, they want to stretch it out a little bit. Just go to the side. So if you want to stretch your side, if you want to stretch your hip and your lower back, it's up to you. But bring your leg wherever you want it. Take a deep inhale, pull your belly button in towards your spine to help find that length. And then exhale, either reach all the way up and over or exhale, come forward. Take a big inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, inhale, come all the way back up to center. And then bring this foot over your left leg, right foot over your left leg. Hug that thigh in. And you'll probably feel your thigh turn on first. So if this is what you want to do, if this is where you are, stay there. Take a deep inhale if you want to go further. And then exhale, start to twist and turn towards that right shoulder. Take a deep inhale here, find a little more length. And then exhale, twist a little deeper. Really pull that knee in to help deepen the twist. And when you're ready, slowly release and maybe do a little counter twist. And then switch legs, switch sides. However, grizzly bear is waking up. And then whatever you did on one side, try and keep it even. And so do it on the opposite side. And from here again, find that length, pull your belly button in towards your spine. And then exhale, reach up and over or fold forward. Whatever feels best for you. Ooh, wow. The side is very closed. And then when you're ready, inhale, come all the way back up. And then cross that thigh, that foot over that thigh. Pull your knee in nice and tight. Feel that glute start to turn on a little bit. Stay here if you'd like. And if you want to move on, take a big inhale to prepare. And then exhale, twist. And use that bottom hand as a nice kickstand. Find length. Inhale a little deeper. And then exhale, twist. Look over that left shoulder if you want. And then from here, that last little exhale gave you a nice little crack. When you're ready to finally release, do a nice little counter twist. And then when you're ready, sit your hips forward and then roll onto your back. You can bring your feet out as wide as your mat. Bring your hands to your chest, or you can bring your palms open with your arms open with your palms facing up. And just take a moment to press your entire spine into the ground. So tuck your pelvis so that your whole lower back is in the ground, tailbone and all. And then pull your belly button in towards your spine so that your whole spine is on the ground. And then from there, lengthen all the way up to your shoulders. Pull your shoulders down and back into the ground. And then slightly tuck your chin towards your chest. And take a few deep, deep inhales and exhales as you press your entire spine into the ground. And then slowly, when you're ready, pull your knees into your chest. Make some small circles with your lower back. Then release your left leg to the ground. Pull your right knee in, right under your arm. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring your right knee to the left side of your body. Make sure both shoulders are pressed into the ground. Feel that twist in your spine. Take a deep inhale, prepare. And then stay for the exhale. Pull that right hip down to help lengthen out your side body. Stay for another deep inhale. And exhale, twist. And then from there, pull both knees back in. Maybe give yourself another little lower back massage. And then grab both knees, stretch your right leg out, pull your left knee in, take a deep inhale. And then exhale, twist. Pull your left knee to the right side of your body. Take a big inhale to prepare. And then exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Maybe pull that left hip down to help create more length and more space between your shoulder and your hip. Take deep, deep inhales and exhales. Creating more length and more space with every inhale. And deepening the twist with every exhale. And then slowly, when you're ready, release. Bring both legs back into center. Make some nice circles and then grab onto the soles of your feet for happy baby. And rock from side to side. Press your lower back into the ground. Deep inhales and exhales. As you exhale, press your lower back into the ground and then pull onto your feet to help open up your thighs, open up your hip flexors. And then when you're ready, slowly release. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Kiss your knees. Kiss your shoulder. Kiss everything. Give yourself a big hug. Thank yourself for showing up today. And then exhale, open up, release everything. Oh, just spilled a cup of water on my headphones. It's okay though. Just release, open up everything. And come into your Shavasana. Open up. Take a big, big inhale. And open mouth side out. And take another deep inhale. And when you get all the way to the top, just hold your breath for as long as you can. And just feel everything inside starting to expand and maybe tingle. Observe the different sensations you feel, the shifts, the spaces. What feels open? What feels tension? What feels pressure? And then when you can't hold anymore, just release and let everything go and sink into the mat. Completely relax. Release that space between your eyebrows. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let your jaw slightly part. Release your shoulders into the ground. Release all the way down your arms into your wrists and your fingertips. Release your chest and your spine into the ground. Let your hips sink into the mat. Let your thighs start to open and fall down into your mat, along with your kneecaps, down your legs, all the way to your ankles and your toes. Release and relax everything. Take slow, light, easy inhales and exhales. Observe how your entire body feels right now. Take a moment to sit with the feelings inside as well as with the sounds outside. And try not to have any judgment for either. Just become aware. As you sit there for a moment, just breathe. Your center of consciousness is always stronger than the energy that is pulling on it. You just have to be willing to exercise your will. But it's not a fight or a struggle. It's not that you're trying to stop the energies from coming up inside. There's nothing wrong with feeling the energies of fear, jealousy, or attraction. It's not your fault that these such energies exist. All the attractions, repulsions, thoughts, and feelings don't have to make any difference. They don't make you pure or impure. They are not you. You are the one who's watching, the one who is pure consciousness. Don't think you'd be free if you just didn't have those kinds of feelings. It's not true. If you can be free, even though you're having those kinds of feelings, then you're really free because there will always be something. And where you are, if you're finally ready to move on, take a deep, deep inhale and let it go. This time, take a deep inhale. And as you exhale slowly, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe start to roll out your wrists and your ankles. Maybe reach your arms up above and your feet down below and reach for a nice good morning stretch. And then when you're ready, curl up into a fetal position and roll over either to your right or your left side and make a little pillow with your arm. And from there, I offer you a moment to decide how you want to re-enter the world, what you want and how you want to be. You all get to choose and decide that for yourself right now in this moment. And slowly, slowly, when you're ready, press yourself up into a nice seated position. Find a nice tall seat with your brand new spine that we just discovered today. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Press your thumbs into your chest. Take a moment to feel your heartbeat. In our hearts, we have many things there. But for now, we just want to focus on all the purpose. We still have a beating heart. We still have so much opportunity, so much choice. We can be whoever we want. We can do whatever we want. And I just want everyone to remember that. Because sometimes we forget. We're still alive, so don't forget to live. So the light and love and compassion and understanding and acceptance and everything that I have within me, I offer to you because I also see that within you. And I want to thank you guys so much for today, for allowing me to guide you, and for everything. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you to everybody who came. And yeah, it's a wrap.
I started falling asleep.
I know, it felt so good.
I was like, oh, my body feels like it's rested.
Oh my god, I was still on live on here.